Hi guys, welcome back to Merged. Hey, so I want to talk about something that's really, really serious. And I chose the bedroom to talk about it because it is a marriage thing. And I need to use props. So don't get nervous. I think you'll understand when I present them. Here are my props. Hey, so marriage is one of those things where we always seem to marry our opposite, right? For instance, my husband Steve is a Tigger. He is over optimistic. He thinks everything's going to turn out for the best. He has a great attitude, but he likes to call me pessimistic. But I had to explain to him that I am not a pessimist. I am a realist. Because a real pessimist would be more like Rabbit, who was never happy. Eeyore at least had some moments of happiness. All of this to say that a lot of times we marry our opposites. And we need to remember that when we are with somebody that is completely opposite of us, their way of doing things isn't wrong. It doesn't mean that your way is the right way, their way is the wrong way. Because what ends up happening is if you take that position and if you start thinking that way, and if you always feel that you're right, then eventually that means you are a winner and then your spouse is a loser. And that's not how it happens. So even though my husband can be so optimistic that it drives me nuts sometimes, and I just want to be over here like rolling my eyes, I do notice that there's a lot of positives that he brings to me and it helps balance us out. So when we first got married, we were like on opposite ends of the spectrum. Over the last 21 years, going through regular marital stuff like bills and getting homework done and, job losses and new jobs and things like that, in addition to all the merged family stuff, we realized that we needed to come together, not just for our marriage, but for our family. Because if our marriage isn't solid, then we can't possibly be that firm foundation that our kids need, whether they're our bio kids or our step kids. So I have a question for you today, and I'd love to hear in the comments below, so please go ahead and answer. If you had to identify yourself as a 100 Acre Woods character, like Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin, if you're a Tigger, if you're an Eeyore, or a Rabbit, or a Roo, go ahead and comment down below and why you think you are that way, and then we want to know what you think your spouse is. And we also want to find out in those differences that you found out after you got married, and probably have different parenting styles too, because we know that happens a lot. It's the number one issue in a step family within the marriage is we grow up a certain way in our family of origin, and then we have our first family with our children, and we kind of tweak our family of origin a little bit and we do things a different way. And now we're trying to merge with this other family that also has a family of origin that also had a first family that the kids were used to. And now you've got all those generations of history and how to do things the right way, which again, not the right way, just a different way, and merging them all together, blending them all together. So I guess my thought for you for the day is this. If you have opposing opinions about how to parent, which way the toilet paper roll should go on, if you should squeeze from the middle of the tube or the bottom of the tube, all those really monumental marriage things, sit down and have a discussion or write out how you feel that your spouse's way could be another right way of doing things. Because just because it's not the right way for you doesn't mean that it's not right in general. And remember, if Tigger and Eeyore can be married for 21 years and live happily and raise a successful blended family, then you guys can do it too. We just have to get back to basics. Remember, every step family has a story to share. What is yours going to say? Bye for now.